The issue in Mount Washington's Stanberry Park is pitting a couple of dozen people who say they have nowhere else to go against business owners and residents who say they are tired of finding needles and debris everywhere and not feeling safe using the park.
Ideally, we would keep people from getting to the point where they were on the street or in a shelter. So the strategy that really is missing the most is prevention.
Kevin Finn's Strategies to End Homelessness administers the $28 million annually that the federal government gives to Hamilton County and Cincinnati to address homelessness. But he says your tax dollars would go a lot further if the money could be spent on things like job services, affordable housing, and addressing substance use and mental illness.
So our homeless services system and systems across the country are forced to wait until people are on the street or in a shelter before we can do anything for them.
People like Lindsay Kelly Jeffer, who with her husband and 3 children found themselves on the street.
So we started bouncing back and forth between shelters and living in our car.
After her family was forced to live in parks and in their car, Lindsay found Bethany House that was able to get the family in an apartment and pay their rent for 6 months.
We never used to leave families on the street, and now we are. We have more people living outdoors or unsheltered than ever in the last decade.
We asked Congressman Greg Landsman why the feds are not diverting more money from reacting to homelessness as opposed to preventing it.
So what are you doing in order to prevent homelessness as opposed to reacting to it?
We need a budget, which will get done either this year or next year, that does 2 things. One is provides additional resources for this, but 2, provides the flexibilities that communities need to spend the dollars the way that they know will have the most impact.
Lindsay says she hopes the years of homelessness will soon be a distant memory for her children.
Sleeping in parks and sleeping in the car, or knowing, mom didn't eat for days, or, where are we going to shower?
You can always find our stories here on YouTube, but go ahead and tap subscribe. That way you're always in the know.